What's up guys, today we're gonna build moon scene in Blender very fast and easy. This is for the beginners tutorial, so select the cube, X and delete. Go on the edit, on the preferences, on the add-ons you wanna tab right here, landscape. And you wanna select this landscape add-on right here and choose save preferences. Now Shift A on the mesh, you got right here the landscape option. So select this, open the side window, and we're gonna change the preset right here to the canyon. So this is my canyon. Click right here. Now select the landscape and Shift D, GY, move this right here, yes, to create bigger area. And once again, you can select this and Shift D, GX, maybe in this direction, move this, and RZ to rotate this, yes, to create different kind of shapes of the mountains or whatever. Select this, mountains, my English. Shift D, GX, GY, move this right here, yes, GY, move this on this direction. So you just created some space, yes, that we can establish some shot. Click 0 to go to the camera and very quickly go on the view, navigation, you got right here walk navigation, right click and choose assign shortcut, and I got Shift F and Shift F Fuzz AD, you can travel in this 3D space. So 0 to go to the camera, yes, and Fuzz AD, Shift F Fuzz AD, you can travel. Now I'm gonna establish some shot and we're just gonna create the background and add materials. So I'm gonna go on the render view and bring the timeline up, change this right here to the shader editor. I'm gonna change this to the world settings first, so from object to world, and disconnect this. Now you're gonna need Shift A noise texture and Shift A search for the contrast and Shift A search for the color ramp right here. Now you must connect those three nodes together, so right here color ramp, color goes to the world output, brightness and contrast, bright and contrast goes to the zero mistakes, color ramp, yes, this contrast stuff, and noise texture goes to the contrast. This doesn't look like space, don't worry, you can crop up the scale on the noise texture, something maybe like 200, why not, and on the contrast you can crop up a little bit, something maybe like 50, and on the bright, on the minus, as you can see, I can control how many stars I want to have in my scene. And so I got -4 or something. And right here on the color ramp, just select this white dot and click on the color, and you can change the color on the stars if you want. And of course you can play more, you can build more to this. This is some basic stuff. You can switch this to 4D if you want to have the controller. And you got the roughness to control how many stars right here have, and the distortion to change the a little bit shape of this stuff. And of course the scale, yes, and the detail. So play around, guys. This is, you got my permission. Now what next? Change this to the object right here, from world to object, and we're gonna add some material to this. So you're gonna need Blender Kit. If you don't have Blender Kit, just download from Google. This is not a tutorial about Blender Kit, okay? So download Blender Kit, install. If you don't have Blender Kit, just search for some materials in Google, okay? Just type textures, moon or something. I'm gonna switch this to right here, materials, and add maybe moon. Why not? You can add whatever material, guys, you want. And I'm gonna maybe add this material, and I'm gonna name this maybe 1. And maybe I'm gonna add this material too. So I'm gonna name this 2. Now you can copy those materials and mix those together if you want. So I'm gonna select this, Control C, and change this to the first material, and Control V to pass this. Don't click anything, G, and move those nodes a little bit to be more organized, and A to select all, and G if you want to move those, yes. And Shift A, you're gonna need Mix Shader right here, Mix Shader, and connect those Principled BSDF right here, this node, yes, yes, it's Principled BSDF we wanna connect, and this Principled BSDF to this Mix Shader right here to the shader, and you got the controller on this factor map. You can of course build factor map, maybe later we're gonna build. Now I'm gonna select those landscapes and select my material 1 material, yes, or whatever. right here. So this looks strange. I'm gonna change up a little bit right here the shape of those and cut some of those because it's too much right here. Yes, it is. Yeah, of course you can cut on the color ramp too. Yeah, this looks better. Now, what next? You can add some if you want. I'm gonna change this to the object. Select my first material. You can add some planet, yes, or something, guys. So on the Blender kit, you got right here planet. And I'm gonna select this. Why not? And I'm gonna select my planet. Click 0 to go from the camera. Select right here the planet. If you have Blender kit and GY, move this right here, and GZ, move this a little bit. Go back to the camera, and you're just placing this, yes, to have better, I don't know, shot if you want. And what next? You got the light right here, so select the light, go on this icon, and you got the light option. And of course, you can play around on the light, change the color if you want, yes. Oh my god, different mode. But you can select light and GX move to create different shadows on your scene, yes, different kind of angle, because the lighting is very important if you're creating some shots, yes, some scene. I'm gonna add more stars, guys, because you don't see your fucking stars. So I'm looking for the right kind of position of the stuff. This looks fine, and I'm gonna go on the world settings. And I'm gonna just don't cut too much right here. Of course you can build more to this, guys. This is just some tutorial. Yes, I'm gonna move the planet a little bit. GX. I always forget the direction, guys. Whatever. So yeah, it's a little bit too dark. But you can play around on this, guys, using this landscape add-on, and you can build more to this. Of course, you can copy this, yes, by Shift D, and mix those together using Mix Node, and create different kind of bigger shapes and smaller shapes, yes, some galactics or some stars. You get the idea. I can render this for you, and this is gonna look like shit. And this is for the beginners, guys. And of course, you can play around on the textures. And right here I don't have the landscape, so I can just duplicate this and put some stuff right here. Yes, so I can just duplicate Shift D, G, Y, GX, yes, right here, and rotate this by RZ to change the position on the stuff. Why not? Yes, and GZ, move this around to create this kind of picture if I want this. So yeah, yes, it's looking good or not. I wanna just show you the image. Why not? At the end. Yeah. Give me the planet. Why not? Boom. Of course, how are you gonna place the light? This is your option. What kind of texture you're gonna use? This is your kind of stuff. And what kind of background you're gonna use? If you don't have, like I said, some add-on, yes, to create stars, just use this noise texture and play around. You can mix different textures together to create different shapes of those stars, yes, of those galactics, if you want. So yeah, you created this, guys. Play around on this. Subscribe if you like this content. This is for the beginners, guys. You can create very easy some, you know, scenes using this landscape add-on. A couple of minutes you got scene, guys. Subscribe if you like this content. Bye, guys.